I've been practicing immigration law for now 25 years. Wow, I can't believe that it's been that long, but when we talk about our work and what we've accomplished, I look around this room and immigration touches obviously all of us and everyone outside of this room, right? No matter what industry you're in, whatever country you are from, right? You know that 1 of every 4 entrepreneurs in the United States is an immigrant. We represent like Olympic athletes, but we also represent all the people that we all know, which is your titas and titos who are filing family-based petitions to bring their family here, your same-sex married couples and fiancés who are coming to the United States, and yes, the nurses. So the nurses right now representing 15% of immigrants into the US. I want to say it's like 4.4% of immigrants right now are from the Philippines. People of Filipino descent are the 4th largest immigrant population in the United States. Asian American Pacific Islanders is the fastest growing immigrant community in the United States. Of that, Filipino Americans are the fastest growing in that group. And by 2065, Asian American Pacific Islanders are going to be the largest immigrant community in the United States. But those are all numbers, right? And the numbers are important because they're objective ways to quantify these things and make your arguments. But something we should always remember is that immigration is about human beings, about people, about families. And in order for us to really understand immigration law and for our politicians to enact laws and those to enforce it properly, you have to remember that there are humans, there are people involved at all times. I've been an immigration attorney since 1999. So that's 5 different presidents, right? And it's each year become more difficult to accomplish the goals of our clients. But if you remember that it's about humans, you can understand how important it is to everyone that is affected by this. It's not just numbers. This administration, I just want to point out that this administration has been fantastic. We're going the right direction.
It is an honor to be in the same room with you. I am the executive chef and owner of Hood Famous Bake Shop and Hood Famous Cafe and Bar in Seattle's Chinatown International District. We started a pop-up, my husband and I, 11 years ago, where I made a purple cheesecake. It was an ube cheesecake, and I did not know that it was going to lead me to owning my own small business. Prior to that, I was actually an educator who was a 1.5 generation immigrant. I was born in the local Philippines, immigrated when my dad, I believe, he was, what was that program? The Steward. So he saw, he's you know, born, raised Ifugao, was just wanting to go and actually be a doctor, but he saw a flyer at UP and it said, you want to join the Navy, see the world. And so out of 13 children, he joined the Navy, was able to you know, send money back, but it brought us to the United States. And it was never a part of my goal or vision to own a small business because, like I mentioned, I was a career educator. I was not a teacher, but I worked in the TRIO programs. So my last job before opening my business was the executive director of the MESA program at a local community college. Opening my business, I was really saddened about leaving a profession that I really love, but really understood that as a small business owner, and also doing a business that really highlighted our culture and our cuisine, I wanted to bring education into that world. And so we've done that in many ways. When we first opened our cafe and bar 5 years ago, we started off as a wholesale company, as a bakery 10 years ago, but opened an actual brick and mortar 5 years ago. We were the first Filipino restaurant to come back into Seattle's Chinatown International District after 35 years. And that was a big responsibility for us. We were in a historical hotel where the Manongs, who after doing agricultural work down in Delano, California, would go up to Seattle before being called up to the Alaskan canneries and would stay in the Publix hotel, the building that our cafe is in. And so our cafe is more than just a restaurant. It is a place for history, a place for education. We have black and white photos that Fonz helped us curate of what was the Filipino town back 35 plus years ago, and wanted to honor that and make sure that folks remembered that we have always been here. Because Filipino history is so much so much larger than what I think people see as Filipino American history. So thank you. I hope we all know that small businesses, especially those mom and pop businesses, are the lifeblood of our economy. And so please support your local small businesses. Please value, and every time you go and pay a higher price, which you will in the next year, know that you're investing in that particular local small business. And we all know that Filipino restaurants often will employ Filipinos. And so you are not just investing in that restaurant, but you are investing in the livelihood of all of those employees.
Tell your immigrant stories to your friends and your family and to people who you just know now or you meet. And be proud of that story, because there needs to be a sea change in the country with respect to immigration. People need to understand how important it is and how vital it is, and how, again, there are human stories behind every single case.